I made this project here this week for the Instructables contest, Beat the Heat. It's burning up down here. I live in the American South. It's been like super hot throughout July. August hopefully will be a little bit more chill, but heat advisory like almost a whole month. Unbearable. Hadn't really been out here. Came across this cage, squirrel cage they call it, a big fan that really moves the air out of here. It did a terrific job. I did a little trial run. Twofold: one, it moves all the air out and keeps it pretty manageable and pretty cool in here. Two, it kind of keeps the dust blowing in that direction. I don't have any real dust collection, just a little shop vac. But if I do any sanding and the table saw right at the edge of the garage and the driveway, this thing really does keep the dust blowing out of here. So 2 pluses there. But it was just sitting here and I had this big massive waste of space. So I built this simple little box. I wanted to keep it pretty simple, so I put a pegboard on the front for everyday things that I want to have accessible. Scissors, tape measure, the basics. On top, this has been sitting on the bench forever. It's like a grinder, sharpeners, pencils, stuff like that. But I don't often use that grinder. It can be out of the way. So anyways, while I'm not working, this can just easily slide over, have the whole thing cleared off, and then easily bring it out. Rigged it up to this power strip right here with a switch on it. So I'm ready to do some dust making. There it is. Well, anyways, check out the video if you like it. Please think about subscribing. Maybe give me a thumbs up. Maybe comment. Maybe some feedback. I'd like to hear from you. And until next week, have a good one. Stay cool out there. So there's only so much I can say about this project in particular. It's just a really straightforward, simple box. So I'll tell you a couple things I plan to do with my channel over the next couple months. I got a few shop projects planned, and I don't usually like to waste the time building some simple little 2x4 table or something for the shop. I like to use it as practice. I'm still relatively new to the woodworking game, so I like to always try a new technique or two. So on this one, I decided I would try mitered corners with the splines. And I've done splines before, but never on this type of scale. It's a pretty huge box, so I thought it would be cool to try to put splines into the one corner that will be showing. And it's so big, it probably was good to reinforce it. So on the corners initially I just used brad nails, popped everything in place, gave it a couple hours for the glue to really set up. Then I made this real simple spline jig right here, and I put 4 splines in the corner, and it went pretty smooth, I think. Had this cherry right here. I used a couple strips of it to cut the spline, and it gave it that nice contrast I was going for. It looked pretty cool. The other thing I wanted to take a minute to comment on was I thought it was funny that this guy in the business next to where I work was saying like, "Hey, where'd you get that squirrel cage from?" Now, I had never heard it called that. I thought it was just like a hillbilly thing. That like this hillbilly was like, "Hey, where's that squirrel cage come from?" But I went home and I Googled it, and that's what they're called, squirrel cage fan. So we learn something new every day. So that's about all I got for this one. I put some shellac on it just to seal it up and make it easier to clean, and put a magnet on the side that I'm going to try to make a point to keep clear, but put the tools on there that I need for the project I'm working on, that type of thing. Anyways, that's all I got. Have a good one. See you next time.